resolute of heart, make firm thy mind. The tongue of a man is the rudder of the boat, but the Lord of all is its pilot. Cast not thy heart
but I'm not gonna take this
after
anymore.
riches. There's no ignoring fate and destiny. Place not thy thoughts on things outside. Every man is destined for his hour.
I'm feeling goods with all of your cash went. Not chakra alignment or inward refinement. Trying to find one word to describe men. Better yet, can one consciousness unify them? Pondering on these questions is where my time spent. Creative process, believe me, greatness got to achieve it. Ideas we believe in, positive mind, gotta reach in it. Putting effort to bring forth this new being. You're not consumed by the lust for things, but knows that his work is determined by words and deeds. Your mind is affected by words and deeds. Your thoughts are keys to what you're trying to see, and what you're trying to see should be to reach your goals. Hold on to your dreams, keys open doors. Since you can't always choose circumstances, make sure to choose your thoughts wisely. Choose advancement, move towards the future. Now's your chance, kid. Accept responsibility, avoid resentment. Actions always take root from what you think about. Things ain't going your way, it ain't hard to figure out. Why? Why? Ask why. Ain't gotta tell you, it's right in front of your eyes. So in following these principles, you'll find along the road you're the only one responsible for your soul. It's no coincidence. Take control of your life, no coincidence. It's no coincidence. You take control, no coincidence. It's no coincidence. Yeah, it's no coincidence. It's no coincidence. Nah, it's no coincidence.
Old shells are highly prized. And this one is occupied by a sarcastic fringe.
I'm as mad as hell, but I'm not gonna take this anymore.
You are now entering another dimension. A dimension not only of sight and sound, but of critical thinking. A journey to a wondrous land with boundaries that of clarification. Your next stop, the Sanity Zone.
So, you're a philosopher?
Yes. 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 I think very deeply. I think very deeply. I think very deeply. I think very deeply.
In about 4 seconds, a teacher will begin to speak.
I think very deeply.
Alright, you're listening to Breaking News, absolutely breaking the news with Harry, aka The Brave, on WNHH LP 103.5 FM, your home for community radio. What's up, people? Hope you had a nice, quiet weekend, or a fun-filled weekend. It's incredible. It's incredible what's going on out there, right? Trump has to feel like he's literally, not just feel, he's really under attack from every corner, every angle. Somebody's coming at him. Sort of like the week before, the last 2 weeks before the election in 2016, right? Where everybody was coming out with some big news against Trump, right? You had NBC letting out the video about him telling Billy Bush that when you're rich and famous, they let you do anything, and talk about groping women and everything. And then I forgot who the woman attorney's name is that came out with like 10 women saying that Trump was, a groper in chief. What a groper. But anyway, they were really attacking him, right? They were going after him. Everybody was going after him, and they had already started the whispering campaign about, there's no way this guy could win. If he wins, it would be with assistance from WikiLeaks, Julian Assange and all of this stuff. And Trump had, during the campaign, and of course the media was intellectually dishonest period, right? When he said, if Russia or WikiLeaks, whoever has Hillary's emails, let's see them, right? And the media ran out and said, and you saw it for about 2 weeks, Trump is asking Russia to hack Hillary's server. The problem with that at the time was that Hillary's servers were already offline. They were taken, right, offline. They were under investigation. They had as a matter of fact, when Trump says that, they had already been destroyed by Hillary. Right? They had already been wiped. You mean wiped with a towel? You remember when she said that? But instead of being honest and saying that, Hillary had already wiped the emails, because what Trump was asking for was if anyone had already hacked her emails, because, we knew that she had a wide open server, and a couple of hackers had already claimed to have been in her server. So instead of the media being honest, they went after Trump for saying that, as acting like if he was asking a foreign entity to come in and hack Hillary's emails, which was, like I said, intellectually dishonest. And then, you had the mental midgets out there who believed everything that the media was putting out, right? They were unable or unwilling to actually use their brain cells, right? So they grasped onto that. And Hillary, who had deleted her emails, right? Classified emails, who had a wide open server, got away with it, right? And then you had Comey come out and say, Hillary was ignorant to federal law about classified, even though she has signed, that she knew exactly what she was doing, and she knew Hillary had been in government, she had been a senator, she knew about classifications. She had been in the White House before with her husband. She knew about classifications, but she claimed ignorance in order to get out. Or at least that's what Comey said, that she was ignorant and didn't know anything about how to guard against allowing classified information to go free into the world. Like she just literally, she had a unsecured server and everybody was in it. All the foreign countries. You could count on China and Russia having her even. So, but the media played it different, right? They played it just like they're playing it with Ivanka. Used her personal email for like 2 weeks, and they're going, oh my God, it's just like Hillary. No, Ivanka didn't have a server in her closet or in her bathroom like Hillary. There was no classified information. First off, it was at the beginning of Trump getting into the White House that happened. And there was no classified information. She had no access to it. But anyway, Hillary was actually Secretary of State. Shh. Don't tell nobody that Hillary was actually trafficking a lot of classified information through that server. But shh. Let's compare it. It's the same. The media always does that. If a Republican does it, like for instance, Hillary had a server. Colin Powell had AOL, right? And he said, yeah, he did some personal emails through AOL, and if there was ever anything business, he made sure that it was actually listed or he would report it, right? But nothing classified. But for them, Colin Powell and Hillary was the same. See, so the media is always lying to you. They're always showing their bias. Always showing their bias. They knew what Hillary did was a threat to national security. Totally different, right? But here we go. We're back at it all over again, right? With Trump, where he's cornered again. Everybody's coming at him. And I was telling my Democrat friends, some not my friends, that I hope for their sake that if they're attempting a coup, if they're attempting to remove this president, it's on something more than he lied about paying off women who were trying to extort him. So it's interesting how if somebody blackmails me and I pay them to go away, I'm not the criminal. The blackmailer's the criminal. But, you have Stormy Daniels, Karen McDougal, where his ex-attorney, Michael Cohen, said that he paid them off and Trump knew about it. That's not a crime if he knew about it. It's okay to pay off people who are trying to ruin your life. And they're going, well, wait a minute. He may have done it for the campaign. So it's interesting. So if that's a campaign violation, even though that is hard to prove, you got to go look at this and actually listen to people who have dealt with this. It has to be specifically something that was done for the campaign. So if at any point Trump was actually making this payment to protect his brand or his business, it can't be considered a campaign violation. But the media is telling you this is for sure. This is a campaign violation. Mueller got the liar, Michael Cohen, to admit that he made these payments. Now, keep in mind, he got Michael Cohen to plea to lying and to making these payments, right? Where does it say that because Michael Cohen pleaded to this, that automatically, now this isn't a conviction, this is a plea deal, right? So they're trying to attach Trump to a plea deal. Just show me where that's legal. They're saying he's an unindicted co-conspirator, right? Co-conspirator to what? And this is a plea deal. How can you attach Trump? Now, you got to come and get Trump. You got to have more evidence than that liar, Michael Cohen, who right now got sentenced to 3 years, right? But what is Mueller offering him now? Less time if he pulls more information out his butt. Right? So what Cohen told him wasn't enough. Now, Cohen is going full tilt the opposite direction of Trump. Right now they're at war, right? He's at war with Trump. He's snitching on stuff he doesn't even know about. And Mueller is saying still that's not enough. What would Cohen be hiding? There was this judge in the Manafort case. I forgot the judge's name, but he told the Mueller prosecutors, you're trying to get him to sing. Just make sure he doesn't compose. Meaning, you're squeezing him so tight that he might tell you anything. Make sure he doesn't compose. And it's funny for a nation who has debated torture over all these years, right? Debated torture on not on prisoners, on terrorists, or prisoners, but terrorists. This nation has debated torture, and basically what they're willing to do is to mentally torture and hold jail time over these people so that they can compose, so that they can write whatever music he wants or sing his song. That's what Mueller's doing. And it's not just coming from me. A judge actually said that. You're trying to get them to sing. Just make sure they don't compose. And that's what's happening. But look, for your sake, for all you Trump haters, if you get this guy, it better be with something. Because karma is a bee. And as we saw with the Me Too movement, this thing is going to boomerang on to you. Because you look at Congress, who has spent over the years $20 million covering up their Me Too issues, their harassment. And no, we're not allowed, as the American people, we're not allowed to actually see why they pay $20 million, but they're hiding it because there's current congressmen and senators involved in paying off people. And if Trump did something illegal, paying off somebody to protect his name, his brand, or let's just say even an election, right? Let's say, and by the way, he paid the record show, I think he paid him off like 2 weeks at the end of the campaign. So reporting wasn't an issue because they couldn't report it. It couldn't affect an election at that point. It wasn't like it was something early on. But anyway, so if Trump paid somebody, let's focus it for your sake, right? If he paid off Karen McDougal, the Playboy Playmate, if he gave her $100,000, $130,000, $150,000, whatever it was, to protect his election possibilities, then if he broke a law, then did the Congress break the law in paying off up to $20 million in harassment issues of their own? And what were they protecting? Were they protecting their name or their future elections? Because Congress has been paying off people for years. And who's going to hold them accountable? Who's going to send them the subpoena to talk about who it is that they paid off? Which congressmen and senators are they protecting? But Trump is the criminal here? Let me tell you, Trump paid off these women out of his own pocket. Congress paid off the woman, maybe men, out of our pockets, out of taxpayer money. Who is the criminal? All right. That's fun. All right, so I'm going to play a little music and I'll be right back with the news. We're breaking the news with the articles. You're listening to Breaking News with Harry, a.k.a. The Brave.
Kel's in the building with me, though. Huh? Smoking mirrors, but the Zilla got the straight vision after holding these ups down just like victims. Got a double notch of kicks, you see the fam tripping. My soldiers RTB, we on the mission, pardon me. That bull be a DUV, you won't last like RG3, I guarantee. Money back and y'all don't want none of that. Treat it like leftovers, gotta keep it under wraps. Only at a concert would dudes be the ones to clap. The king's is back, you hear us clear, this ain't no mumble rap. Trump hand thoughts follow these walks like a thundercat. Standing on my ego, high level to the money stack. I be trying to get it, they be trying to borrow. I see them with their hands out, I'ma see you tomorrow. Not the one to follow, drink the beer and swing the bottle. Roll a plank and get higher than Mount Kilimanjaro. Success, fill a hater heart with sorrow. If you side switch your dudes to get what you get. Me and Kel's got the force, come to sip. Trouble you quick, them other side cats wanna run and hide facts. Small world, see me right where you at. Burn the J right in the front and I'ma be right back. See about what they talking so I know it's real. By now you know the deal. I'll fuck the city up like I'm Cloverfield.
Dog, we never changed up. Dog, we never changed up. For 2 decades, we've been on the same stuff. Like high tide, my people, we done came up. Now let me mix the gin and tonic in the same cup. Dog, we never changed up. Dog, we never changed up. For 2 decades, we've been on the same stuff. Like high tide, my people, we done came up. Now let me mix the gin and tonic in the same cup. This shit easy, like reciting the alphabet. I'm the Omega, and you still ain't see the alpha yet. Shit raps might blow you fools out your sweats, leave you with a joker face just for coming out your neck. In the booth we're trying, and I'm writing like a marathon. Other rappers hating like this an unfairathon. I keep breathing hip-hop until my air is gone. When it comes to lyricism, people, I'm the paragon. Hating and carry on, that's until I bury you. I'm a cool dude, I'll take you to the cemetery too. I'm no crip, but I'm feeling like Larry Who. Got a baby face, but they act like I'm a scary dude. They terrified, scared to ride. I'm prepared to die. Real, I am scared to lie. I'm killing everything. I feel it in the air tonight. Animal with the bars. It's like they got a better right. I'm rapping on a beat named Cloverfield. And you know I'm spitting with a Hoverfield. The flows froze, my get a coldest chills. Me and Crime eating this, you know that we overfilled. I melt every mic I spit fire to. Most people need one, I require two. I'm trying to beat everything I aspire to. Told my girl I got it all when I acquired you. Right now I'm blacking out like a power outage. You see why the bag is sealed when I take the sour out it. This shit I'm about it, that's how I was raised. Edibles got me eating grass like I graze. Trapped in a maze, no it's like a labyrinth. I knew the beat was ill when my in Addison's. I got hooked on rap, haven't been an addict since. The shit I'm spitting so dirty that I had to rinse. Dog, we never changed up. Dog, we never changed up. For 2 decades, we've been on the same stuff. Like high tide, my people, we done came up. Now let me mix the gin and tonic in the same cup. Dog, we never changed up. Dog, we never changed up. For 2 decades, we've been on the same stuff. Like high tide, my people, we done came up. Now let me mix the gin and tonic in the same cup.
All right, you're listening to Breaking News. Absolutely breaking the news with Harry, aka The Brave. All right, let's get into it. You know, I was listening to Joe Ugly Radio, right? Or Ugly Radio in the morning, right? Or I forgot your show, Joe. Joe Ugly in the morning? I don't know. But listening to it this morning, and they were talking about Ben Carson, right? And saying that Trump is using him, or that he's not talented in what his job is. He only has him there as a token, and that when have you seen Ben Carson? You really don't see him, you know. And Ben Carson, the HUD secretary, has been working hard. It's just that people don't care to appreciate what he's doing. I'm going to show you a little video. And we'll talk about it after. Let's listen. And as usual, my videos don't want to work. Hold on. So anyway, Ben Carson. Let's see. So Ben Carson has been working on with Trump on actually bringing money into urban communities to create business. This is ridiculous. Come on. Why is this video not working? Let's see. You listen to the breaking news. All right, of course. Of course, this video doesn't want to work. But, so anyway, so they've been working on actually getting money into these neighborhoods, right, to help revitalize all these neighborhoods. And Ben Carson has been a big part of it. It's funny. It's almost like I feel like YouTube and what do you call it? What's that other one? YouTube. Oh, Facebook. It's like they know what I'm about to put on, so they're able to kill my stories. Let's see if I can find it elsewhere. I really want to play this video, YouTube or Facebook. Let's get this together. All right. Try this here. So anyway, so they've been working on bringing, and I think they're bringing like 800 million into the urban communities to create business deals. Let's see if we got this. Not working. All right. What can you do? They don't want to let me play any videos here. So they've invested 800 million into urban communities, and Ben Carson and Donald Trump. Let me see if I got the story. At least I can read the story. Let's see. Okay, no, they're not gonna let me play. Right? Media blackout, and sorry for the technical issues, but ridiculous. Media blackout after Trump launches, it's 100 billion. Wow. Media blackout after Trump launches urban council to invest 100 billion in black communities. It's been a busy few weeks in media land with Michael Cohen sentencing and talk about Donald Trump being impeached, or Michael Flynn sentencing and talk about whether Donald Trump was for Jamal Khashoggi's death and how that relates whether Donald Trump will be impeached. Mind you, I'm not necessarily saying this isn't newsworthy. While I don't think the special counsel needs to be covered with breathlessness usually reserved for the first few hours of a plane crash. All right. That being said, this doesn't give the media a pass on reporting other aspects of Trump's presidency, particularly those that might paint it in a favorable light. For instance, you basically had to actively search to find any mention of the Opportunity and Revitalization Council, a $100 billion initiative to deliver growth in urban communities. With the creation of today's council, the resources of the whole federal government will be leveraged to rebuild low-income and impoverished neighborhoods that have been ignored by Washington in years past, the president said at the Wednesday event in the Roosevelt Room of the White House, where an executive order establishing the council was signed. So they create this $100 billion council to help urban communities, right? And it's incredible. It's incredible, and it had a whole bunch of speakers, which I would love to have you listen to. Let's see if the video wants to load. Of course, no such luck. Because the video, look, I tested all of these videos before I came on. And, you know, That's the way it goes. They don't allow me to show these videos. Let's see if I can move on to another story. Let's move on to what's his name? Nope, they just blocked my video. Okay. Can't do nothing with that either. That story or that video that I wanted to move on to was Comey actually talking to NBC host and telling her how he sent FBI agents to talk to Flynn, who advised Flynn he didn't need a lawyer, right? And he basically entrapped Flynn. And he said he did it in the first few weeks of Trump's presidency because he felt, and actually during the transition, because he felt, you know, he could get away with it. He said this is something he wouldn't have tried with Bush or Obama, but it was something he felt, I think I could get away with it because they're new to this political game and Trump isn't going to restrict me. So I'll go with entrapment. I'll go with a perjury trap. So basically, they set a perjury trap for Flynn. They walked in. He asked, am I going to need an attorney? They said no. They shoot it away. No, you're not going to need an attorney. This isn't that serious. This isn't an official meeting. And Flynn went on to talk to them, even though those reports, actually Comey's and Strzok's reports show that they didn't feel that Flynn lied, or if he misstated anything, he misstated it. He didn't misstate it purposely, right? And that interview where they basically entrapped him is what Flynn is actually pleading to as lying, right? So that's that story. Let's see if I could move on because the videos won't work for me. All right, this is the New York Post. Comey admits FBI didn't verify claims in antitrust dossier. Former FBI Director James Comey, this is last week, he sat down. I think he's sitting down today with I think it's Congress or the Senate, but he's sitting down again today because last week he didn't answer anything. He refused to answer most of the questions, or his lawyer interrupted. Former FBI Director James Comey admitted that the Bureau did not verify allegations in the Steele dossier before it was cited as grounds for snooping on a former Trump advisor in 2016. All right, and this is how they start the investigation, right? This is exactly, and if you're proud of this, shame on you, because you wouldn't be proud of it if they did this to Obama, Bush, Clinton. You wouldn't be proud of this. First, they entrap Flynn, right? They tell him he doesn't need a lawyer, right? They go into the White House without making it an official meeting, right? And they entrap him. And now Comey is saying that the dossier that they use to get a FISA warrant to actually start investigating Trump's campaign, they never verified. They couldn't positively say that circumstantial, not even circumstantial, unproven, or like Comey said in front of Congress, that salacious, unproven dossier, they couldn't say it was true. Yet they went in front of a judge, and first, let me tell you, the first time they go in front of the judge with the FISA, asking for the FISA warrant, they get denied because they say the dossier wasn't proof enough. So a judge initially denies them. And you know what the FBI does? They want to get corroborating evidence that could, make this dossier look more appealing to a judge. So what they do is they go and they leak the dossier to the media. And then the media reports on it. And the FBI says, you see, the media's investigations have proven the same thing that we have. So basically, they set up their own corroborating evidence. They shop it to the media reports it, and then they take those reports to a judge and say, it's not just us. And that's how they get the warrant. If you are happy about that, shame on you. This is now not how law enforcement. Just imagine that the New Haven police did that to any one of our citizens here. There would be an uproar. We would be saying that they're setting up certain people to fail. I just realized that I'm not even on screen. Here we go. So they literally set up the start of this whole investigation. They set up the start of this whole investigation. And then if you go in deeper to certain people that they were surveilling, you realize that everything they did was a setup. They were trying to get this president. And now, even now, where they can't prove direct collusion with Trump, they're trying to get him on anything. They're investigating him in New York. They're investigating him in everything. It's insane to use the government against a citizen like that. And then the thing is that when Trump says, why aren't we investigating Hillary? Everybody goes, oh, he wants to investigate his political enemies. Well, what do you think Obama did? Because this investigation of Trump was started under Obama. So Obama was investigating his political enemies. And if you're happy with that, you should be ashamed of yourself. Because this karma is a bitch and this is going to boomerang on you. I said this with Obama. We give him all the power. Everybody's happy with allowing Obama to write executive orders that are unconstitutional, like DACA. But remember that he is not a king. Somebody's going to be elected after him. And now you have Trump fighting to get rid of DACA because you have activist judges who might as well get off the bench and join a protest line. Activist judges stepping in the way of reversing an executive order. All right. Let me take a quick break and try to fix my videos. You're listening to Breaking News with Harry, a.k.a. The Brave, on 103.5 FM, WNHHLP. I'll be right back.
And she'll, with no beginners, I'm a winner, she a winner, and this life ain't for no pretenders. You can take her out to dinner, I'm passports and luggage, just like life, you gotta love it like heaven, nothing above it. She overwatch, can swim, cause it's about to be flooded. And we don't use words like can't afford it and budget. And she live how you stunt, she get what you want. That's the life of a boss, she's taking no loss. Say you can't afford it if you gotta ask what it costs. And she floss in the big body, that's how she ride. And she winning, that's the only thing that run through her mind. Staying in her own lane, please don't cross the line. Doing 80 on the road, so she still got drive. And shorty's always winning, so you better watch her shine. I'm a winner, she a winner, she a winner. Chanel, you used to settle in for less. I take you out of that shell, take you miles away from blocks where them dudes is cheaper. In a purple Dior frame just to match your sneakers, and only call you when I need you. 6 trips to Vegas, which that's the latest. And tell me who's the greatest. It's due. Now the rest is up to you. Now you can swim with the sharks, so you can stay in the pool. Now the cruise, I'm talking 6 days in the Bahamas. It's hard to hear the drama when you chill in the sauna. And no proposal proposition, cause you already chosen. And I'ma be over here with the margaritas is frozen. They putting losses on your back, you rubbing lotions on mine. And she next and she know it, but she taking the time. Sometimes we getting extra when we crossing the line. But we winners and you win when you crossing the line. I'm a winner, she a winner, she a winner.
Alright, you're listening to breaking news, absolutely breaking the news. Oof, never mind that video stuff. They are literally, I have YouTube and my Facebook videos spinning. That circle of death just going. They won't play. It's like literally, it's like they, it's like they're blocking my videos every time I do this, but whatever. All right, let's move on. Oh, this is a good story. This Judicial Watch. Gitmo terrorists Obama traded for army deserter reinforced Taliban in Qatar. So you remember that guy, I forgot his name, but you know, that Obama exchanged some Taliban terrorists. The Guantanamo Bay terrorists released by Barack Obama in exchange for U.S. Army deserter have joined the Taliban's political office in Qatar. The move reinforces the terrorist group's operation, according to the Spanish international news agency that broke the story this week. The 5 men were incarcerated at the U.S. military prison in southeast Cuba because they held positions of great importance with the terrorist group, including Chief of Staff of the Taliban Army and the Taliban Deputy Minister of Intelligence. One U.S. senator referred to the Free Jihadists as the Taliban Dream Team. That did not stop Obama from swapping them for a disgraced army soldier, Bo Bergdahl, who was captured by the Taliban after deserting his post in Afghanistan. Oh, Obama said, I ain't got no scandals. I never have any scandals. Yeah. Trading terrorists for a deserter wasn't a scandal. Anyway, so, and everybody said, you give these people freedom, they're going to go back to the fight. And they're back at it. Back at it. There you go. Obama's a genius. Obama got a friend here who says, guy was a freaking genius. So tell me one thing he did genius. His speeches. Yeah, I'll give that. He was a good, I guess. For me, he didn't give his speeches because he had this stutter he always had that everybody thought was cool. But Anyway, so, but people here could never explain to me what genius thing Obama did. I'm trying to think about it now. Obamacare? Obamacare was a disaster. It's still a disaster. People can't even afford to use their Obamacare. Okay. Migrant group, this is Fox News. Migrant group demands Trump either let them in or pay them each $50,000 to turn around. Oh, well, some more extortion. It's like people love to, ask for money from Trump. I wonder if this is against the law. Maybe we should let him in just to arrest him. So, this migrant group, two groups of Central American migrants marched to the U.S. consulate in Tijuana on Tuesday with a list of demands, with one group delivering an ultimatum to the Trump administration. Either let them in the U.S. or pay $50,000 each to go home, a report said. Look, time is money, right? They feel that they took that trek, they walked all those miles. Somebody has to give them something, right? So, and I guess $50,000 will keep them safe in their country, because I thought they were asking for asylum because they were in danger and of fear. If they are in such danger, why are they asking for money? They're gonna go back and somebody's gonna take it from them, right? That's if you're in a dangerous situation, nothing is yours. But these migrant groups are now asking for $50,000 each. $50,000 each. Or let them in. Trump was overheard saying, "Not by the hair on my chinny chin chin," but no. Among other demands were that deportations be halted and that asylum seekers be processed faster in greater numbers. This was reported by the San Diego Union Tribune. Talk to me on air. You could give him the number here. 2036. Okay, somebody wants to call it. I'll take calls as long as they're not gonna curse. But so that was reported on the 203-684. And tell them to make it quick, that my hour's almost over. It's 8907. Yep. All right. So that's the ultimatum, and sorry about that. That's the ultimatum given now to our president by the migrant workers. $50,000 each, and they will go home. If not, I forgot what's gonna be. What's the ultimatum? I think that's just begging for money, right? An ultimatum, there has to be, I don't know, both sides have to fear something or get something. Anyway, so that is one. I don't know. Let me move on to the next story. I'm over here thinking about the call. Let's see. Federal judge strikes down Obamacare as unconstitutional. Oh no, say it isn't so. Say it isn't so, right? And you remember when Obamacare got passed, there was a cry by the right that it was unconstitutional to force people to actually pay. Hello? Hello? You're on the air. Hold on. Let's see if I can get them on the air. Hello? Hello? And of course, okay, hold on. Hello? Nope. Let me try to call them back here. You're listening to breaking news. Oh, here we go.
Hi, Harry. I love your show on the New Haven Independent.
Who's this?
My name's Lucas.
Oh, how you doing?
Oh, I love your show. I watch it every Monday on Facebook.
Thank you very much. I've been having a lot of technical issues today, but, thank you for loving it regardless.
Okay.
So you have a question?
Yes, I do. I'm guessing, what's your view on the protest that happened in front of Town Hall this morning in New Haven?
What were they protesting? I didn't see it.
It was on your New Haven Independence thing. It's online. It was about the homeless people having human rights.
Oh, well, homeless people do have human rights, right?
I know, but
what are their demands? Do you know what their demands were?
It was 50 minutes long. I didn't see the whole thing. I only saw like the last 10 minutes on your
my thing is the homeless problem is a problem, right? But I just don't see what we could do about it when a lot of the homeless want to be homeless, right? And
they just want housing.
Say that again?
They just want housing. Like that, it was homelessness who want their right to basic housing.
To basic housing. Yeah. Well, I think everybody has a right to, but our societies are set up so that there is a safety net, right? And if they go and they become part of the system and they get on welfare, they could apply for public housing and stuff like that. We already have that system, in place. I don't know what else people want. Like, I know Jimmy Carter at one point said that everybody deserves a home, but that's not feasible, right? You can't give people homes. So everybody has to work hard enough to earn a home, right? But, I'm not one who wants to give everything away. I think people should actually work for everything they have. Now, I understand a safety net for those people who aren't able to work, and have mental or physical issues that they aren't able to work. But if you're able to get up in the morning and actually go work, I think you should have to.
Right.
Anything else?
Oh, no, that was it. I was just curious because I don't know if you saw it or not.
I haven't. I don't, don't tell anybody, but I don't read our website like I should.
Oh, on Facebook? Okay.
Because I'm reading so many different articles, and I'm also producing everybody's show that goes through here, right? So I'm kind of busy.
Okay.
But thank you for calling in. I actually have to get off the air now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, but thank you very much for calling in. Feel free to call me in the future.
Okay.
I'll put this down as a safe number because I don't like to take calls because you never know what somebody's gonna scream out, right?
I know. I've had that happen before.
Yeah. All right. So thank you.
Yep. You have a good day, Harry.
You too. Bye. All right. So there you go. I actually have a fan. Unbelievable. That's pretty cool. All right. Let me get my music set up here. Get ready to go.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
Nah, I'm really not. But all right, I gotta get out of here. I'm not even gonna play my music because it's almost time. All right, people.
So you're a philosopher?
Yes.
I'll be back Friday. It'll be my last show of the year.
Yes.
Thank you for listening. You've been listening to Breaking News with Harry, aka The Brave, on WNHH LP 103.5 FM, your home for community radio.
I think very deeply.
In about 4 seconds, a teacher will begin to speak.
I think very
This is Harry Droz, and you're listening to WNHH LP 103.5 FM, New Haven.
Bread and butter mix.
Yeah, there it is.